Any other question, please? Okay, if there is no other question, you can just continue. Today we are just going to further our discussion on pandas. So there is some concept that are very relevant for you guys to know. Before we even get into the NumPy library, we can just do some further discussion on pandas. So there is a data set that I sent you in the group. I don't know how many of you have downloaded the data set. Does everybody has that data set? Because we might need it. In fact, I will also share another data set that we are going to use in our today's discussion. Also, just right now. So there is a data set also I've shared in the group. You can just download it and just put it in the same folder as your lecture 5 file so that you can use it. So today we are going to learn about data cleaning using pandas. We're also going to we are going to
I have a question, sir.
yes.
Where's that lecture 5 file? I don't see it.
Sorry?
Where's that lecture 5 file?
It is in the WhatsApp group. I shared all the lectures files.
Is it the Bathwaite CSV or annual enterprise? I don't know.
You're going to take the data.csv file. There is a data set called data.csv file. And also there is another that I've shared right now. Clean data dataset. You're going to download those two. So any other question, or maybe someone who needs a clarification? So for my case, I already have my data set ready, and you can just let me show you. I have my data set ready. Is just here. Or is it? Or is that is yeah, it's just here. I can just uncomment and I want to read the first 10 rows of this data set. Let me comment out the other codes so that we can focus on okay. Good. We can just run this. Let me take this code here up.
Question.
Yeah, you can just ask.
Where do we save the CSV file?
It should be in the same folder as your lecture 5 file. As you can see, let me show you mine. Like you can see, for mine, they are in the bounty lectures file. All the files here, and you can just see that my data is just below here, and even the other data sets that we are going to be using. So make sure they are in the same folder so that
Okay, thank you.
you can have easy access. So let me just copy this code in a new cell here. Let me insert a cell here. And just try to run this. We see what will be our output here. So I already have my output. Even I can let me just read the first 20. These are my first 20 rows. So our data set have a duration column. We have pass. We also have max pass, and we have calories. Is everybody able to display the first 20 rows? Let me just pick a random person so that just to confirm. Haji,
Yes.
are you able to read the first 20 rows of our data set?
No, no, not yet.
Um, let me give you guys just a minute to read through, to read your data. Ronnie, are you able to read the first 20 rows?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, I'm giving you just 2 minutes to figure out that so that we can move together. Hello, hello. Yes. Uh, uh, Ateume, te kuhuria toro na di kirani. Okay, is everybody able to read the data set? Casey? Let me see. Any person? Are you able to read?
Nope.
Not yet.
Mm.
What is the problem?
I display kwa Jupyter.
Like could display how like you're not able to print the your data frame. I have the code here. The first thing is just import pandas as PD. The other line of code is now reading your CSV file and assigning the value into to DF. Then we are just printing the first 20 rows using our head function. Let me just change this one to DF columns. I mean these are rows. Let me print the same values here. So is everybody able now to who has managed to read the CSV file? By show of hands, let me see those people those people who have managed to read the dataset. Kasola is have managed. Any other person? Nathan?
Not really. I'm trying.
So where are you stuck? You can just share your screen so that maybe you can use your screen to show others how we should go about it. Because without reading that file, you will hang out the whole lecture.
Can you show the where you code it currently? Just finalizing.
The file.
Where you have coded the code, eh?
This is the code. I can even share this code in the code is even in the files that I shared, but I can still share it in the in-call messages. You can see the code. Stella, have you managed?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Suma,
No, can you please? I've joined late the class. So can you show us how to uh, link the file to the code?
okay, let me just show you this. I'll just assume that I don't have the file here. So I think everybody is able to there is that folder you have pressed all your lectures, right? Yeah. So if you just open your let me show you guys. So in my case, my folder is at documents, lectures. So we have about the lectures here. Yeah. So what I require you to do is just I think after downloading the file from WhatsApp group, it will go to downloads. What I need you just to do is just copy this file and paste it in your. Let me just go back. Paste it in your. For instance, my folder name is Bounty Lectures. So I'll just come here and paste that file here. But I don't want to copy it again because I have the file already. So after doing that, I know you'll get back to your Anaconda, and you should be able now to find it here. So somewhere here. You can see I'm just reading the same folder here, Bounty Lectures, and I should be able to access it from here. I don't know whether that is clear.
It's clear.
Okay. Any other person who is stuck? Ronnie?
Mine worked.
Oh, yours worked. Okay. Suma? If you're stuck, you can just raise up your hand so that we can.
So after seeing it under the folder which you have in Anaconda, so what's next? Does it appear directly in your code?
You'll just now read that file using these lines. The code will automatically locate that file.
Okay.
Yes, because they are in the same folder. Any other person who is stuck? I think everybody is fine. Let me just choose a random person. Victor?
Yes.
Do you have a question?
Yes, mine is not running. I've tried to go through it, but I can't debug it.
Can you just are you able to share your screen? Maybe
Yes.
yeah, just share.
Okay. Hello, can you see my screen?
Yes, it's visible now.
Yes, I think the problem is that import pandas as PD. I don't know whether it is giving me an error at that point.
Let's just see what the error is. You're using head function to display a specified number of rows. File not found. You have it. I think the import is okay. Import pandas as PD, then you're using df, read these. Okay, can you copy this code into another cell and comment out this one? Because you should be able to read this. Print.
So how do I copy it? Should I take it from here?
Yes, yes.
Because the file is this.
Just copy it. Copy the code.
Copy the path.
That cell. I just need that cell. Copy that. Like just highlight the whole code.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a studio.
Control C, and then you can just yeah. Let's see. Again, file not found. Okay, can you so these are just files. CSV. Okay, can you just copy the path for these? Are you able to copy the path for these?
Copy the path.
Yeah, copy
Yes,
the path.
that one.
Just copy the path and then just replace data.csv there. Yeah, I think now you should be able to. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, it has worked.
Yeah, should be like
Thank
that.
you.
Okay. Any other person who is experiencing some issues with reading the data set?
Here.
Who is that? Muchiti. Okay. What error are you getting?
Let me share the screen.
Okay. Very fast so that we can get into.
I'm here. I'm stuck here.
Okay, let's.
File not found.
File not found. Okay. Can you maximize your screen so that we can see it? Okay. You're also getting a file not found. I need you to click this tab home page. I can see you already have that. It is marked data.csv. Why have you marked this? Bounty Analytica. Let's see this. Okay. Okay, just go back home. I need you to press the home tab. Okay. Scroll down. Okay. You are reading from different folders because I can see you are entitled 8 Jupyter notebook file here. I can't locate it here. So what you do, so I can see your untitled file. Okay, can you click this one? Let me see this document / data science something. I think you should create a notebook in this file folder. Are you able to do that? Just go to file, a new notebook. Yeah, Python. Good. No, new notebook. Then click Python 3. And then you just copy paste the code I have just sent. You just copy paste the code I sent you.
It's copy pasting.
Okay. Can you try to run the code?
Have you seen the response?
Yes, I can see. Okay, can you scroll down? Okay, just stop. I don't know what could be. Okay, can you click the untitled button?
Mm-hmm.
Just click the untitled 9.
9, where is 9?
It's just right here. Jupyter, then untitled 9. Here up.
Oh, okay, here.
Yeah, just click that.
I'm on. That is where I am.
Click.
We have 8. We have 9.
Okay, just click 8. 9. I mean, sorry. 9, 9.
We are at 9.
9.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you should. There is Jupyter here in this file. There is there is this untitled 9 last checkpoint. Can you see that?
Trace back. Most recent call last.
On your left. I think mine is on your left. Top of the screen.
Here, file.
File, then up. There is Jupyter, then untitled.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just click that and click that. And rename that. Rename that lecture maybe 5. You can just save it. Control S. Or you can just Control S or just yeah. Have you saved it?
Yeah.
Can you try and rerun the code? I think they should be in the same. Okay. Okay. Can you just put / you see where you are reading your data.csv file? Can you put a /
Here.
data in between the quotes. At the start of the quotes.
Oh, here.
Yes.
Backslash or forward slash.
Forward
This
slash.
one or
Let me see.
this one?
Yeah.
Oh.
It should be no. It should be in inside the quotes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if that works for you. Okay. I think you have an issue. I don't know what could be your issue.
It's saying file not found error.
Simply because you cannot locate that data.csv file. Any other person who is experiencing the same issue?
Refine default thread.
Even you shouldn't go to that. We are unable just to locate this file. Any other person who is getting the same issue?
Am I alone?
It's yours alone.
Me too.
Oh, you also getting that?
Yeah.
Any other person?
Same.
Same. Okay, Mchiti, what you can do? Okay, can you go to homepage tab?
File here.
Yes.
Okay, I came late.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know also how to go about it.
Yeah, just
the whole process.
Okay, let's try and figure out how to read this file from our folder. I want
maybe James,
Yes.
I was suggesting as I do, we learn together.
Yes. That is what I want us to do.
So maybe we can start afresh from importing saving the file from into the maybe documents and also importing them.
That is what I want us to do.
Okay.
Yes.
So are we supposed to upload our CSV document
in the same
into in the Anaconda?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, can you just go to homepage, Muchiti?
I'm there.
Just click. I want you to click this tab. The homepage. The homepage tab.
Here.
No,
or here.
At the corner. You can close this document stuff. Yeah, close even lecture 5. I want us to start afresh. Just even lecture 5. You can just close even lecture 5. And even the unnamed untitled stuff.
Okay.
Yes. Can you launch? I want you to launch your Anaconda Navigator.
Okay, launching it.
And everybody should follow if you have the same issue. Because after this, I won't like repeat the process again. Launch.
I've launched it.
Okay, launch the Jupyter notebook.
Yeah. New.
Okay.
Then here.
Have you launched it?
It's loading.
Okay. Let's just give it a minute.
It has been launched.
Okay. You can just go to the browser so that we can see it.
Are you seeing it?
No. Okay. Minimize the Anaconda Navigator. Hit the minus sign.
I've minimized. I think I shared the nini. The
Once
anaconda instead of
share the entire screen.
let me share this. Are you able to see now?
It's sharing.
Yes, we are here now.
Okay, now hit the home page.
Home page is here.
The home page
I'm at,
tab. The home page tab, not the untitled. We are at untitled 9. I want you to click the home page. At the top left of your browser.
top left. Oh, sorry.
Yes, I want you to go to where you have your files. Navigate to where you have your files.
Documents here.
Okay.
Then it's here.
Okay, can you click at data science? Can you click that?
Double click or click?
No, I want you to click the data science word, not the check button. Double click, yeah. I want you to scroll down so that I can see if the lecture 5 is here. As you can see, you don't have the lecture 5.
We only have lecture 1.
You only have the lecture 1, and even that one is a document. So so what you do is just okay. I can see these are just files.
Should I save the Jupyter notebook first?
Just wait. Okay, I want us to create another file inside this inside this folder that is called lecture 5. That is what I want us to do right now.
So how do we do it now?
So you just go back. You can just can you scroll up? You can just hit the Jupyter. Yeah. On your right, can you create a new file? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Python 3. Yeah.
There we are.
Even if it is untitled, you can just name it. Yes, can you now try to copy paste the code?
To paste the code.
Yes, just copy paste the code. Can you try to run? Yes, it should be. Yeah, it should be like that for everyone. So I think now everybody is able to do that. You can.
So you have to save first, huh?
Yes.
You have to save so that it exists in the documents file folder.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Should I stop sharing?
Yeah, stop sharing.
Okay.
Yeah. I think now we are together for everyone. Let me just. Is my screen visible?
Not yet.
Not yet. Let me just. What about now? Yeah, I think now everybody is able to read the first 20 20 rows of the data set. Yeah, and I want us, as I had said earlier, I want us to further our discussion on pandas before we get into NumPy. I want us to Victor, your mic is on. Good. I want us to do some to learn some functions here and a bit of data cleaning using pandas. So the first function that we are going to learn about is the info method or function, and the info will give us more information about the data set. Will just give us the information about the data set. This function is very it's a very useful function because for large data set you cannot by look of your data set you are not able to tell what are some of the you cannot tell the shape of your data set. So you use this function, and this is what I'm going to do. Let me just comment this and try to print the information about this data set. So we can just run this code so that we can just see the overview of this data set. So this is the information we are getting. I will just take you through the information we have here. So the first thing it's range index. We are told this data set has 169 entries. Those are the number of rows that we have in this data set. So by just like printing the data rows here, we are not able to know how many rows are in that data set. But now when you use the info function, we are able to see that in our data set we have 169 entries, and those entries are indexed from 0 to 168. So the other information here is the total number of columns. We have 4 columns. I think I should even print this one so that we can confirm. So we are told that we have 4 columns. For those who don't know what columns are, the duration pass, max pass, and calories. The other thing that we are going to see from this information is we are going to label, like it's going to display the number of columns that we have, and the not null. The not null means that we have no null value. Like not null shows that the number of maybe rows that are null, I mean that are not null, and we have the count, and then we have the data type. So in the first column, we have a duration. You can see our duration here. We have 169 null values. Yeah, we have 160, meaning that all the entries, they have figures. But in some cases, you will find that your data set is missing some values in the columns. I think we will see that in some other data sets. And then we have the data type. The data type for this duration is of integer type. And then we have the pass. The pass also, the null count is 169, meaning that we don't have any null value. And data type is of integer type. The other one is max pose, again 169. And we have the null count is 169, meaning that all the columns have values. When we come to the calories, we have not null, we have 164, meaning there are some rows with null values. I think that is line number 17 or row number 17. We have a null value here. We have 5 of them. If you were to display the whole data set, we would see 5 null values. This is the first one. And we can see its data type is of type float. I think that one is clearly indicated here. You can see we have 9 dot something. This is the also we have some other information, like we have the memory usage for that data set. So the data set uses a memory of 5.4 kilobyte. So with this information, you are able to get familiar with the data set, even without printing out your data set. You can easily tell what are the contents of that data set. So I think this is the function is very useful, and you should always use it to to know what data set you are dealing with. So any question up to that point? Any question? I don't think there is any person with a question.
There's a question.
Yes, Haji, go on.
After it displays the data,
Uh-huh.
what next? Have you called again or explaining about what? None, I don't know.
I was explaining about the info function that shows that displays data about that data set. So you can just try to print out the info function here, so that you can see information about your data set. I think I'll just comment out here.
Okay.
Yes. I think that is that. And we can just continue with the other part of discussion. So the other part is cleaning our data set. Where is this? So we will have data cleaning. Data cleaning means fixing bad data in your data set. By the word bad data, I mean bad data could be empty cells. We have data in wrong format. We can have like wrong, like totally two, like wrong data. Maybe some values exceed a certain range with other data. That is an example of a wrong data. Let's say if you're having values of 1 to 10, and then in between you find a value of 1000, meaning that 1000 is the wrong data. So there are some duplicates. I think everybody knows what duplicates are. So let's just start by cleaning empty cells in our cleaning empty cells. So empty cells can potentially give you wrong results when you analyze the data. By analyzing the data, maybe while drawing some graphs, when you have wrong data, you automatically have wrong results. So it's good to clean out your data before even trying to maybe plot some graphs. By empty cells, we can remove rows. One way to deal with empty cells is to remove rows that contain empty cells. Soon we will see how we do that. We are told that this is usually okay since the data set can be very big, and removing a few rows will not have a big impact on the result. We have the way we do that, we can just copy this code here, and I try to paste it here up so that we can see how we clean. Let me just comment on that one. Let's see this. So let's write this. Cleaning datasets. So the first thing we do is we start by loading our dataset here. I think by now everybody should be able to note the steps. We load the dataset, and then we have our new df. We use this the drop na function. As I told you earlier, you should there is a resource that I shared in the group. You can just read through some function in that book. I know it's quite large, but you can just read the important parts. You just go read about the functions. We have this drop na function that removes. I think I can just comment out this. The drop na function. This removes null values in data set. I think I have a typo here. It's a data set. So we use this function. So we are just going to say that our new df will be the df, the data that you have just read here, and then we use the drop na function to remove all the all the null values. So after that, we want to now print. We want to print out our output here. That we have stored in this variable new data frame, and I want that now data frame to be displayed as a string. Again, we use this function to string function to stringify our string. Maybe just use to stringify our data frame. So we use that function, and we can just print out this so that we can see the output here. Initially we had some null values at was it column 12 or 11? We can just
17.
Was it 17? Yeah, it was 17. We can just check if we have. You can see that we have dropped 17 because it has a null value. I think I can just try to print that data set so that you can compare them. Let's just try to have a print df. We can also set it to stringify method. This is string to string. Let's I want you just to check this. You can see that our row number 17 has a null value here, a null value. Again, in our 27 we have another null value here. As we go on, we will notice that we have another null value at line 91, another null value here. Yeah, and I think they are just those. So when you use the drop NA function here, you notice that those lines are dropped, or rather rows with null values are dropped. You can just comment out that one and run these, and you'll notice that our line 17 is dropped down, also our line 27, and the other lines with null values. So this is the function of that drop, the drop now function. Also it's a useful function when it comes to cleaning your data set. For those of you who have drawn some graphs, you notice if you have wrong data, you automatically get the wrong graph, and therefore you should clean your data before even maybe trying to visualize your data. So I think that is that with the drop now function. we can just go on with the other part. Yeah. We can just continue with replacing empty values. We have just passed through the remove. Now you can replace those empty values. Instead of removing them, you can just maybe replace them. Another way to dealing with the empty cells is to insert a new value instead of removing them. This way you do not have to delete the entire row just because of some empty cells. We have another function that is called fill null. That one is a short form for null. You are filling those null values method that allow us to replace the empty cells with a value. We can have that. We can just even let's just use this function here. Let's just copy it and see how it operates. Let's just copy paste it here. In fact, we should let us use it here. Let me just edit it. Good. So our new df now will fill all the null values with 130. So again, these are just some of parameters that we learned the other day. Your function can take parameters. So we are here in our case here, we are just passing the value that you want to fill in all the null places, and we are setting our in place to equal to true. So this just tells this function of ours that in place where we have null, we just press that null value with 130, and we can just run this code again so that we can just, if we are able to, oops, why is that? This is a new df. Yes, let's just try to run this again. Is it running, or why am I not getting this output here? Oh, I'm getting an error. There is an error here that is telling me non-type object has no attributes to string. Okay, let's just maybe print the new df without the stringify method, and see if we are just going to let's just see what is the issue here. Let's see this function. So we have our df there. We are filling read csv, then in place true, then we just okay, I think we should be able to print out that one. I don't know why it is returning none. Let's see this. Just try to print out the F. Yeah. I guess now you're able to see the output here. It was line 17 where our null value was where our calories was null. Yeah, and now I think you can see we have just replaced that with 130, and also you can see line 27. Also we have placed our non value with 130. So that is how we just replace the null values. I think that is that. Using the fill the fillna function. I think basically that is that. It is not that complicated. You just write the value you want to replace with, and then you just pass in this parameter, then in place. This just checks if there is a value. This is a boolean, so it just checks in through our data frame if we have a null value. That's why we have just passed it to be true. If it locates some a null value, it will just replace that that position with a 130. I think that is that. Any question up to that point, or any person who needs some clarification? Are we together, Stella? Stella?
Yes, we're together.
Yes. Victor? Are we together up to that point?
Yes.
Yeah, that is that. You notice that maybe you don't want to place all the data set with a certain value, maybe 130, because maybe you can have dates. If you replace date with 130, then again you might end up having the wrong graphs when try to visualize your data. So how we solve that is we have you can replace those empty values with mean of that column, or maybe median of that column, or maybe mode of that column. I think you can just see that how we do that, and I will just copy a certain line of code here so that you can use it here. Let's see this. Let's just paste that line of code here, and I think we can just comment out this one and assign new df to our new value here. So what this line of code does is in our DF, the one that we have read here. Let me then comment out this one. We don't want to print that DF. So what we do, what this line of code does is that it takes our DF or the data frame. It specifies the column that you want to fill, its null values, and that column happens to be calories. Then now we use the dot operator to invoke this function, invoke or call. I think invoke. You can always use invoke when you are in group of programmers, at least. Yeah, invoke this by using the dot operator, the fill null. Then we just press we just put the value that you want to replace with the null values, and then we set our in place to this true. I think we can just try to print out these. Let's just use a different value so that you can notice the difference. This time let us use 134, and then we just try to run our code here. Oh, sorry. Let's try to run this. I think again you are getting an error on the string part. I don't know why we keep getting this error here. But we should be able to. Let me just comment out this one. I can just cut it and bring it here on top. Let me just and see this. It was line. It was line 17. I think we have been able to replace it with 134. Let me see this. You can just have a comment here. Replacing specific column. Yeah, this is how we do it. The first one is more general because it will read all through your dataset and just replace any null value within that your dataset with 130. But for this case, we are just going to replace all the null values in the calories column. So I think this one is a better idea of doing the replacement rather than using the general fill option here. You should specify the column so that you can at least not land into issues. That I think we can just continue with the other part. I was talking of replacing those null values with mean, median, or mode. So why we say that is because when doing a data analysis, you don't have all that time to check through your data set. For instance, if you had a data set of maybe, let's say, 1,000,000 rows, I don't think it's ideal for you now to check the calories values, to check the ones that do not fit that column. But using the mean or maybe the mode, you can easily replace a value without going out of range. Because for instance, when I use maybe 134 here, and we have like all the values above in this column are above maybe 400. I'm just saying, I don't know what is the range of this of this data in this excuse data in this column. So the wisest way to do it is maybe you replace the null value with a mean of this column, or maybe a mode or a median, because replacing it with one of those mean, like mean or median or mode, you are able not to get out of range of your data. So I will show you how we go about that, and I will do just for two, the mean and the mode, and then you will just have to implement the median. We can just like copy this part of code here. I told you things keep like getting getting somehow complex, so you shouldn't be worried. So let's just paste this one here, and just try to explain it to you. We have our first line here. I think we can just comment out these so that we get into these two lines of codes here. The first one, we are defining a variable here, and we just take our data frame here, and we just specify our column that we want to find the mean for. In this case, we are just using the calories. In the df, if you have maybe gone through some of the function, you will notice that we have the mean function. This one will easily help you to calculate the mean. I think by now you have seen the importance of having functions in programming. You can see we are just using the mean function without, you don't know why it has been implemented, but we can simply invoke it because it is already in Pandas. And so we just take in that column, and we invoke the mean function, and then the value of this we just store it in X. So now when we come to now filling, again we can just assign this one to new df for easier printing out. We have our df here. Again, we pass in our column, the column that we want to fill all the null places. Then we fill the null, then we pass in our mean. In fact, we can just, even without we can just first of all print out X so that we can see the mean of that column. Let me just delete this, and we try to print out X. I think it should be somewhere here down. Let me just stop printing out the data set so that we can see that mean clearly. I guess now everybody is able. Let me just indicate that this one is mean. Mean for calories column. You can close this and put a comma there. We can just try to see that. I think that one is more meaningful. I mean for calories column. So this value is the one that we are going now to replace all the null values with in our data set. So how we do that, I think we have already seen how we do that. Again, you have another variable here. You assign it to this value. So initially we were passing a static data here. 130. Initially we were doing 134, but now we can replace it with our mean now. So by just replacing that 134 with this 134 with now our X, and we can just print out that. Let's just have another printout here down, and this time we want to show replaced value, replaced null values. We want to print our new underscore data frame. So we can just try to print out that, and why we are getting that is because we are trying to print you can just cut that one and place it above here. And first of all, we can it should be like that. So we can just check our 17th row here, or we still have a null value. I don't know why it has not. Let's see where the issue is. Replaced null value here. Okay, you can just take this one above here. Let's try to run this code again, and then see what is the output. And you can see that our line 17 is now replaced with this value here, 375. So that is how we do it. For the other mean, median, and mode, you just use the same approach. In fact, we can just change this one to mode. Let's run this. Line number, I think you can just go below here to see the mode. yeah, the mode of this data is 300. You can just change this message to mode. Why is that? Well, we can just, let's see, let's just copy paste this, or we can just change this to mode. For the median, also we have the function for median. Let's just call this one median. Median. I don't know that if that is the correct spelling. We can just run that, and then we see that let's see this. Our median is for calories column is 318, meaning that we have a typo somewhere. Maybe let's just check through this. We have a median function. We are printing UDF here. I think up to this point it is correct, and then we are just passing the same value here. I don't know what is the issue. We should be able to. Yeah, I think it has run now. We have 318 replacing the null values. You can check even the row number 27. You have the 318 here. I think that is all about replacing all the null values with median, mean, mode functions. Any question up to that point? Right, my code here is just disorganized. Is because I don't want to use another insert cell. But the best thing is I'm trying to comment out my code so that you can follow. Any other question? Any question? Let me see if there is a question here. There is no question so far. Any person with a question? Suma, you can just raise up your hand if you have a question up to that point. I think silence means that there is no question. Victor, are you able to get this?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Muchiti, are you able to follow? Yes, Muchiti Joseph is saying that. Okay, any other person who is able to follow, you can just let me see those. Kasola is also able to follow. Any other person who is able to follow? Ronnie Ouma? Ronnie has left the meeting. I don't know why. Maybe because of network issues, and maybe some other technical issues. Suma?
I'm good.
Oh, you good? Let me see if this time I have a lady who is able to follow. Let me see here. Don't we have ladies? I can see Haji Bashar. Okay. We can just get going to the other parts of our discussion. that was all about cleaning empty cells and replacing them with some values. You can also just go, we have seen how to replace with median, mode, and even I've shown you an example. So the other part was about cleaning data of wrong format. By wrong format, maybe I can just read through these. Convert into maybe correct format. For instance, in our data set, we have no column set, a date. Can you guys change this one to clean data? I think everybody had that clean data data set. You can just change that one to clean data if you have that data set in your folder. I shared the file in the group. Let's see what we have. What we have here. I can see I'm getting some issues. I'm told that data is the clean data is not found, but I think I have that. Oh, this time is XLSX. Let me just replace that one with this. And try to run that code. Oh, this time this data is not comma separated value. I can just change this extension name. Let me just show you how we do that. I can just go into my Excel here. I want to save this one as a here as CSV file. Let me use that one. Yes. I think now I should be able to read that file. Let's check. Let me see this. Am I still getting some errors here? Is this code running? Let me just run it again. Yeah, I'm getting an issue. I'm getting an error here. The error says that the above exception was a direct cause of the following exception. Key calories. Okay, is this data set having calories? Yeah, it's having calories. Has anybody tried to read this data set? By show of hands, let me see those people who have tried to read the data set. Any person? Victor, are you able to read the data set?
No.
You're getting an error.
I have not uploaded it yet.
Can you guys just upload that very fast so that we can get into it? There is something I want to show you. Very fast.
Are you able to assist me with the codes in the in chat?
Yes, I'll share. I'm sharing it right now. Let me just save this file as it was before as an Excel 20. Let me share the code. Where is this code? I think it's just right here. Let me share. Yeah, yes. I think I've shared. Anybody can copy that code? Yes, yes. Anybody can just copy that code. Good. Let's get into this green data. Everybody should be loading this data set very fast so that you can but this time I want to read Excel, not CSV. Let me see if this solves our issue. I think we should be able to get this solved. Let me copy these to another cell so that I can just try to. Let me try and delete these. Let's run this. I'm getting an error here. And what is the issue? Let me just comment out this part here. Even this. Yeah, I think I'm able to read the data set. So you can, in the code that I have shared, you can change this one from CSV to Excel. Change this one to read from read CSV to read Excel, and just then try to we try to see if you're able now to read the file. You can just delete out these ones. So I don't think this one is relevant. But you can just delete all these. Let me just reshare the code that you should use so that you're able to read the data. Oh, yeah, use this one. And that is the code that you can use to read that data set. And now I think now everybody is able to read the data set. Any person who is facing an issue with reading the data set? Any person? Victor? Victor, are you?
Yes, mine is
okay.
Mine is not.
No.
It is showing that there is an error somewhere.
Have you used the code that I have just shared?
Yes.
The read Excel.
Read Excel. Yes.
Yeah, not read CSV. There is a code I have just shared.
Yes, I've copied that, but it is still bringing an error.
Okay, can you share your screen so that maybe we can see what is the issue? Any other person who is facing an issue? Haji?
The same.
The
same issue.
You have the same issue.
Yeah.
Let's try and solve this one first.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yes. Again,
yes.
You should use the slash. The slash clean data. Yes, that one. Yes.
It is okay now.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Any other person who is facing issues with uploading the data? Haji, have you solved the issue? Ronnie? Ronnie, are you able to read your...
Yes, I'm able to read it.
Okay. I think we should just continue. So you are at... we are still in cleaning. And we are at this part where we want to clean the data with the wrong formats. You can see that with this data set we have a new column called date. Let me just take you through that data set. We have this duration. We have duration and then we have dates. Yeah? I think everybody is able to see that. And we have some null values. in the data set. When you go to row number 26, you notice that this date is in the wrong format, right? So we can format this column so as to have like we have the same data the same data format for every date here. You can see this one, it has some issues with some forward, is it forward slash, but that one is something that we can change using the formatting function. So this is how we use that function. Let me just copy the function. It's just right below here, removing arrows, duration, replacing the values is just right here. We have this line of code. Let's just try to use it here so that you can see how this one is solved. We at this point here. Let's see this one. Good. So we have this line of code where we have we pass in our date row, and now we have to convert that this I mean this column. We should convert this column to date time and then we pass the same column. This line of code will change all these values in the date column into date format, especially for those that are not in date format, like line 26. We can just try to print out this one out so that we can see the output. We can call it new df here, new underscore df is equals to, we have an indent issue here. Yeah, and let's just try to stringify this new underscore df, and let's just click that to try and run this code. We are getting some error here, and we are told that date, the above exception was very close of but I think we have the date column here. Or you can just call this one df1. Let's see, this we have df date time pd. Yeah, let's, oops, we are getting the same error. Is there something that we're missing here? PD twin. Oops, oops, oops. Okay, let's see if you're able to. Let me just cut this and see if you're able to print out this column. Okay, let's just try to check another column maybe, and let's use calories column. I think you are not able to access these. Are we missing something? Let's see these. Okay, Suma, are you able to print out that data set?
Yeah.
Are you able also to? There is something we are trying to do here. We are just trying to replace or to change the data type of that column called date. This one. I don't know if you are able to. You are finding an error while trying to format this data. In your case, are you able to convert that date column into date time? Suma,
No.
you are getting
No. Yeah, I think the data is somehow messed because I see the columns they're not in line with the data or what is presenting in my screen.
Can you just let us just try to print out that data, and then we see what could be wrong here. We can just let us read this. We have two indexes. We have two indexes. We have a duration. We have date pass and calories. So I think you can just drop this column, these indexes columns. I think they are the ones that are messing us up. Let's just try to, how is this Excel stuff? Let's just try to format this data. Oh yeah. I can see we have. Oh, this is where you are facing some issues with this. Let's just try to copy this out here. Let us just try to copy this data. I don't know why it is. Let's just read this. Let us just drop. Oh, shit. Why is it deleting every data? Okay, let us just use these. I think you can just use the data. You can just change this one to the initial data set. And then I'll just check the issue with that data set. Let's just use the initial data set. Let's just read to confirm that you are able to read through the data. Again, you are getting an error. I don't know. Oh, we are using we are supposed to use the read CSV here for this case. Good. We can just use this data set to format. Let's just use these. Or is that part? We were just trying to replace that format to convert into the correct format. In that case, we were to use the to date time, but since we are not using that data set, we are not going to use the to date method, the to date time method. So we can just continue to let's just use another function. Okay, let's see this data set and see what we can maybe change here. We have to string. I think unless we add a column here, and that might as well as take time. So what we do, I'll just add that column, and then maybe we can check that tomorrow, because even I can see our time is almost up. So I think that is that for today. So tomorrow we will just finish up with that to date converting columns, the date columns into date time, to eliminate or else to remove all the data without the date format, as a way of cleaning our data set. I'll go and add that column so that tomorrow we are able to do that. So tomorrow we'll just finish up that and do something to do with NumPy. So I think that is that for today's lesson, or rather lecture. And I don't know if any person has a question so far. Any person, that I can see most of the people have dropped. I don't know why. I think things are getting tough. But that is the way to go. You cannot keep doing some simple stuffs. Any question? Kasola, do you have any question? Okay, Victor?
No.
Oh, okay. Nathan?
I'm fine, thank you.
Sorry?
I am fine, thank you.
Oh, okay. I think we will continue from that point to tomorrow. So you guys just have a good night. See you tomorrow at 6:20. Yeah, bye. And keep doing,
Good night.
yeah, keep doing practice.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Bye.